I'm just going to read. Yeah, I've sort of gone back to a certain part of who I am as a poet to put this set together. And yeah, maybe there's roaring, but there's acknowledgement of that we are beings of nature and with all that entails and the flux, of all that. So the first one is homage to Oaxaca in Mexico, which when I lived there in 1999, it really, I'd always written poetry, but it really sparked the passion, which has continued to this day. So I owe a lot to Oaxaca, and I owe a lot to this poem, which was the first of this series, this part of my life as a poet. Oaxaca, beautiful woman, I fly over you like a dove, a predator. I eat you in the mountains. I drink the water as it comes down and down, mud, silt, hair, blood, washing away the past, the future, all sins, possibilities of transcendence, because I am dead the same time I am alive. Drinking your mezcal late at night on Friday, deep into the bowels of morning, I see visions and sleep better or worse, but always in your loving embrace. The next one's called The Wisdom of Parasites. Before there was a God, there was you, a bug in my ear singing. You held on and lived. You live still. When you sleep, the water moves backwards, blood pumping in reverse, making you younger and younger. Still unborn, you speak to me. I listen. Before you had a body, you had a voice. You sang in the trees, upside down. You sang to me of trees, of the rivers, moving, churning on their way to the sea. You sang a private song, an old song, the oldest song, and I remember. I am wet from the pounding of the waterfall, the water on its way to wherever it goes. I hold steady, steadfast, sure of myself as myself, sure of myself as other, as you now, and forever, not minding the inhabitation. What chance it was we are together. We hold on and live. I am your prey, your predator. Another time, I will be the bug in your ear singing. This one's more recent. It's called Zabriskie Point. I've read it before, but I think that this fits the theme. I stick my toe in the cold water and withdraw it. Dare I go into this time? Dare I walk into this world staring straight onward ahead of me, eyes trained at the disappearing line? The Zabriskie point of the horizon, which exists only in thought, the point at which we could never be, only yearn for. Visible, not attainable, the line between sky and sea. I walk across the uncertain sand in the stride of water, the stones at my feet changeable and shifting, and me moving as the water moves, my body deepening into the water towards the moment, ready yet not ready. I submerge, knowing and not knowing, perhaps remembering and bracing myself, the shock of involuntary waves, the shudder through the system, this unexpected rush of joy. How does this work? Of wonder, the risk, the chance, the decision, the almost of it. The body knows. It is not something that mind wants to ponder, to consider, to embrace or reject. The decision to enter the water, to keep walking towards the disappearing line, to disappear or not, the possibility of it. It is not mind that decides, it is spirit talking to you. The release of water, our element that we seek, the return to that form which we are made of, what we come from, what we are. The molecules delight once more, uniting on the cellular level. I am water, changing in the moment, this moment, now. like ceremonial wine, making it shift into the sacred and sacred, submerged in that moment. I am at one, the mystery of the spirit co-joined with matter. And this one's also having to do with Mexico. It's called Minotaur. I'm a real fan of Picasso, admittedly, and he often, in his, especially his exquisite line drawings, he pictures the Minotaur. And of course, there's this very sexual nature to Picasso's Minotaur. Minotaur, I lick the naked sand from your feet like sugar, and I want more. The insects flying in the air above, stinging you, hurt only if you mind them, and then only briefly, only for the moment you enter. It was I who wanted you that dark night, whispering, I in my skirt, rustling petticoats, laughing, and all the small bells strung along my waist, knotted in my hair, laced to wrist and ankle, chiming. It was I who wanted you, coaxing, laughing. Come, I said, come with me, come. If you take me down, I will go, you know this. There will be no struggle, so why put me over your back, my hair hanging down and into yours, tangled, impossible, and me laughing, and you don't laugh. Why not laugh? We are in the desert. We are in the desert at night. The sand, a ghost ocean, spreads forever and crosses down into Sonora, across and through and into the holy mother of the hunted ones, the shapeshifters. I see them all moving in the night. Iguanas sleep in trees with the moon full above and blink still and see everything and see nothing with their eyes closed and dream of the world to come. If I could sleep, I would feel the moon on my skin, bathing it, bathing me through the window and turning me pure white like liquid. I wash myself like a cat licking candy bar feet. You suck my toes, licking the sand away like sugar, sticking to my skin, sticking to your skin, washes away our sins, licking our ankles sweetly like sugar. With every step I am sucked down. It is her body we walk on, our mother, the desert, as you carry me over the night sands, and I am giggly like a schoolgirl, bells tangled in my hair, over my waist, on wrist and ankle chiming, jingling with each step, and you want me, and I you, but it is more than that. It is always more. One day we will sleep together and not wake up. You know this. I am asleep as I am awake, and I stare at the moon, the bougainvilleas curling up the gates to infinity, the swifts dart and circle, churning the night air, and I ask, as all women do of the moon, but why? Why this, of all things possible? And what does it mean, this? And I hear you laughing. You are laughing because you know that I know already and am content, and I never knew you until now. But you know this, and you are content. Then the next one is this river. It is not understood how the blood can run hot, yet the skin remain cool to the touch. The cure is to meet fire with fire. How can you predict this step, the footfall of another close by who does not make himself known to you? Random move, sudden now, or variously, nothing in stillness. How can you predict this? How can you have the want, the desire to stay when in a moment it is all brought to naught? Below zero, the freeze, the blood brought to the boil only to cool and languor again, to be wrought cold when the blood must not be, never can be cold. The blood, this fierce life coursing so wild, this river that cannot be stilled. Then again, the desert. This one is called Desert Song. You became unsettled the moment you saw the birds. I don't know what it means. Is it a strange death, a foreboding that passed across your face like a cloud? Unsure of yourself, unsure of the longing in your heart or loss, things not said, not understood, the longing painful as a plum stuck in your throat, too tart to swallow or spit out? Or is it just me looking too hard at you, not the birds, not the sky, not me paying attention to the soft wind, the steady warmth of the sun? Is it me or not me? I am never sure. As we walk together, our feet kick up the rough stones. The ground is brittle and hard worn out from not enough. Desert spikes hidden from your step will embed themselves in your soft feet if you walk wrong. Imagine something else. Imagine a softer place, a place where there is song even at night and the breezes blow. Join me there. I am not frightened. They begin, the birds, by flying fast, almost too fast, a line across our vision, a momentary absence of light. They double back, troubled, unsettled, but in formation. They leave together. They stay together and leave and leave and leave. And I think I just have one more poem for my set. And this one is called Ojibwa Prayer. Yeah. If you are ready to go, then go. I will not hold you here, not with my fear or with my love for you. We are in the circle sitting together when the wind comes up out of nowhere and moves us. So, what are we but what we forget? What are we but always small in the wind? Holding together there at the center of the universe, as the wind reaches for us to take us elsewhere, somewhere else, taking us apart from each other, tearing us from each other when we are not ready. We're simply not ready to go, pulling and pulling us upward in the great spin of chaos again and forever. But we simply sit and hold the wind together, hold it as ours, the wind that comes for us this time and cannot have us. If you are ready to go, then go. I will stay. So that's my set for tonight. Thanks, everyone.